Hello, everybody. Today I am here to present or just introduce to you a very interesting topic, that is remote sensing. We might have heard about this subject through various print or visual media, and India has done lot of things in remote sensing. Exactly. It's a space-based technology, or you can say it is a satellite technology. The literal meaning of the word remote sensing means sensing something from a distance or from a remote area. Now, coming exactly to what is the definition of remote sensing, the very simple definition of remote sensing tells that remote sensing is a tool or a technique for studying an object without coming in direct physical contact with the object under study. പറഞ്ഞാൽ നമ്മളൊരു സബ്ജക്റ്റ് ഒരു കാര്യത്തിനെ കുറിച്ച് പഠിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്, അതിനെക്കുറിച്ച് സ്റ്റഡി ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്, പക്ഷെങ്കിൽ അതിനെ തൊടുവോ അതിൻ്റെ ഡയറക്റ്റ് ഫിസിക്കൽ കോണ്ടാക്റ്റ് വരുന്നില്ല. ഇങ്ങനെ നമുക്ക് എന്തെങ്കിലും പഠിക്കാൻ പറ്റുമോ? ചോദ്യം ചോദിച്ചാൽ യെസ്, ഡെഫിനറ്റ്ലി. ഇപ്പോൾ എൻ്റെ മുമ്പിൽ എൻ്റെ മോടെ ഒരു ബോൾ ഇരിപ്പുണ്ട്. ആ ബോളിന് 3 കളേഴ്സ് ഉണ്ട്, റെഡ്, യെല്ലോ ആൻഡ് ബ്ലൂ. ആ ബോള് ഒരു റഫ് ടെക്സ്ചറാ. ഈ റഫ് ടെക്സ്ചറുടെ ദൂരെ നിന്ന് കണ്ടുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ എനിക്ക് പറയാൻ പറ്റും, കാരണം എൻ്റെ കണ്ണിൽ കൂടെ നോക്കിയിട്ട് എനിക്കതിൻ്റെ ടെക്സ്ചറിനെ കുറിച്ച് ഒരു ഐഡിയ പറയാൻ പറ്റും. എൻ്റെ വേണ്ടി എൻ്റെ കണ്ണുകൾ അതിൻ്റെ റെക്കോർഡിംഗ് ഡിവൈസ്. അതുപോലെ തന്നെ റിമോട്ട് സെൻസിങ് ഒരു റെക്കോർഡിംഗ് ഡിവൈസ് ഉണ്ട്. For such a study, one need a recording device. The recording device is called as a sensors. Now, the recording device ഉണ്ട്. Now, such a recording device or a sensor which is used in remote sensing for study need to be placed somewhere. എവിടെയെങ്കിലും ഒന്ന് വെക്കണം, റൈറ്റ്? അപ്പോൾ വെക്കേണ്ടിയെ അതിനെയാ നമ്മൾ പ്ലാറ്റ്ഫോംസ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. These platforms can either be ground borne, airborne or space borne. I will give you an overview about how these platforms are. What you see here on the extreme left, this is the actual original picture of a satellite sensor. It's not very small, it's a huge structure. Now this sensor, which is a recording device, can be placed on the ground or in the air or in the space. The sensors which are placed on the ground are called as ground-based sensors. The sensors which are placed in air, that is aeroplane or even helicopters or something like that, then it will be called as an airborne platform. And the platforms which are in space are called as space-borne platforms. So any platform it is, the main purpose is to load the sensor somewhere. Now, we already know that, we have already understood that sensor is a sensing something from a very great distance. Okay. So how does the sensor, which is placed in a satellite, which is a platform, is sensing the things? For example, this is a pictorial description of the same. Sun is a source of all electromagnetic radiations, right? Solar radiations is falling on vegetation, grass, or a road area, or a built-up area, anything. Based upon the physical and chemical properties of all this material, some solar radiations will be transmitted, some will be reflected back. The net radiations will be received by the sensor which is placed in the satellite. And these radiations are the source of data, and based upon the net radiations, the sensor will create an image, a false image, that will be analyzed by remote sensing scientists. Now, I have just given an idea about some of the remote sensing images. This is an ICONOS image. It is having a resolution of 1 meter. As a microscope has a resolution, similarly, a satellite-based sensor also has a resolution. This is having a resolution of 1 meter. So any object which is greater than 1 meter can be detected by such a sensor. You can make out the roads, you can make out the trees, the dome is there. But there are some satellites which are having lesser resolution. This data, ICONOS is having 1 meter resolution, while NOVA is having 1 kilometer resolution. That means any object which is greater than 1 kilometer in dimension can only be detected. That means that we need only 1 meter is better. No, it is not like that. For weather forecasting, for disaster mitigations, for cyclone prediction, earthquakes, all for all those things we will need a satellite data which is having lower resolution, that is 1 kilometer. But detailed study we will need some satellite data which is having a better resolution of say 1 meter or so. These are some of the other images of satellite. Anything, for example, if you look at this picture, you can see box like things red and green in color. Anything which looks red in a satellite image, that is actually vegetation. This is a river tributary. These are the road lines. I suppose you can make out this. This is a settlement area, and all this which is green and red geometric patterns, they are agriculture lands. Okay, those which are green are those in which harvesting is done, and red means plants are still growing there. You need to have a remote sensing analyst to analyze all this. These are all the buildings you can see. Even you can measure the height of the buildings based upon the remote sensing data. Here you can see an aircraft. It is in the runway. So you can predict many applications are there in this technology, and it is a vast data, and it has so many other applications in forest, in land use, land cover mapping, in river channel mapping, in urban layout mapping, in forest fire, cyclone detection. Many applications are there of remote sensing. I'm just giving you an introduction about this topic. This is a this is a satellite image of Mumbai. You can see the ship loading harboring regions. These are all the settlement areas. You can see the road networks, and what all is red, that is indicates vegetation, and remaining all these things, small boxes are nothing but the buildings. This is the image of Delhi region. In the central part, what you see, this is Taj Mahal, and remaining all small balls are the trees. So that's all. With this small presentation, my aim was to just introduce you to the topic of remote sensing. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much.